Hey everyone, so today we're doing an updated Ana guide for console players. So, as you all know, I'm a console player, and Ana is quite possibly in the worst state she's ever been in. It might be a little better now with the 225 health changes, but we'll get into that soon. But that means playing Ana comes with a lot of caveats, and that being you have to play extremely well to get the same value that other characters get. And if you like the hero and you're stubborn like me, you'll put in the time and effort to do that, but maybe you don't have the right settings for it, etc, etc. But first thing, some general tips. So now, with the health changes, you can actually do the one-shot combo to 225 HP heroes. That means, if you land your Sleep Dart on a Sombra, you can do this. You can actually do the one-shot combo. Again, same with like Hanzo, for example. You can do the one-shot combo to him. So that means 2 shots, a nade, you can land it. But it has to be the nade. You can't do the 3-shot with normal primary fire. They still take a melee.
You're joking.
But that means with, the Sombra changes, this hero should not be as oppressive to you as she was before. If you time this right, you can actually land that before she's able to throw her translocator. But it's very, very difficult to do. So don't rely on it too heavily. I would still try to get your teammates to help you out when you get a Sombra. Or what I like to do is before you land your sleep on a Sombra or a Tracer, always try before you land your sleep. Always try before you land your sleep to land a primary fire and then the sleep. That way she's already half and you can just do this. And again, same with Tracer. If you land your Sleep Dart first, you're not gonna have enough time to kill the Tracer. You'll land your shot and your nade, but you won't have enough time to get the melee off to actually kill her before she can just hold recall. So what you want to do against these heroes that can reset their health is always land a shot with the sleep, so you can do the 2-shot before they wake up. If you've seen my other videos, my settings are pretty much the same on all my heroes. We have this, but let me just go to Ana specifically and I'll show you what I have going on. So, to preface, I play on linear. If you play on linear, please always set your smoothing to 0 and make sure your aim ease in is somewhere between 25 to 35. I like mine at 29. All this does, what this setting right here does, is makes it so when you're touching the stick, it doesn't automatically go extremely fast. Like this is me barely touching it and it's got a lot of sway. There's a lot of movement here. But aim ease in, what the setting does, it just makes sure that it's a little slower. You have like a little bit, slower of a sensitivity at the start. It basically gives you more sensitivity ramp up time, which is good because you want more precision with linear because it is really hard to control. And smoothing, always set this to 0 if you're on anything but dual zone. It's good on dual zone. On linear and exponential, it makes it feel like there's a lot of input delay on the curve, and it just is not good. It feels awful. Like I said, input delay, that you never want that in your game, and that's all aim smoothing ever does. Unless you're on dual zone, then it works fine. Friendly aim assist strength, I keep this at 35. Me personally, this is enough so that I can flick shot onto hypermobile heroes if I need a flick shot onto my Genji, my Juno, and they're far away or they're right above me. This is really easy to do, and it's enough that it doesn't disturb my Sleep Dart lineups or my nade lineups. It doesn't get in the way of me dueling things at long range, getting poke damage. My relative aim sense while zoomed, this is personal preference, but I like to keep mine a little lower because I play a little further back. I keep mine at a 35. The higher this is, the higher your sense. And Nano Boost target confirmation. This I do not use. I know PC players, especially ML7, people use this a lot. I think personally for me, I do not enjoy this. Specifically because of the button layout on controller. It's less customizable for this option specifically, so having this on, not my thing. I can't shoot while I'm using it. It just feels bad, so I don't want to use it. You just have to have a little more patience when you play Ana. Make sure you don't, panic nano. Patience is key. It doesn't matter if you spend an extra 2 or 3 seconds making sure you get the right nano target. As long as you win the fight, those 2 or 3 seconds does not matter. Okay. These matter a lot here, okay? So, my dead zones. So, for my left stick, I have my dead zones really low. So my outer, this is the important one for your left stick. Your outer dead zone is what is your max threshold, okay? So the lower you have this, the quicker you'll reach max speed. Meaning, you can strafe a lot easier and a lot quicker the lower it is. So you'll be able to go instantly back and forth at full speed. The higher this is, which is the default, it has a lot more slow, there's a lot more slowdown, and I'll show you that. You see that you can ramp up here. You want to get rid of this. If you can get used to the jerkiness of being at a low dead zone for this, and the instant speed turn, this is a disadvantage for when you're strafing in fights. So you want to have your outer for your left stick as low as you possibly can. I'm actually going to set mine to 30 now instead of 40. But having this here allows you to max speed strafe. And this is really, really good. You're going to take any survivability you can get on Ana.
Reinhardt.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Me too. I got him. Can you res me?
Yeah.
You're good to res.
I'm alive.
I killed him.
Dude, I'm crazy! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! Alright, now, my right stick inner dead zone. This is super, 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 super important, okay? If you are playing on a brand new controller, and I mean brand new, you've maybe had it for a month, maybe a month and a half, set this to 0.01. What this does, and you might think it feels like you have stick drift, and that's okay. A little bit is fine when you have the aim ease in setting sort of high, because this right here, this amount of drift is nothing, okay, for the amount of advantage you get. So, what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to micro aim like this. And this is something you cannot do with a higher dead zone. At long ranges, being able to do these movements right here is very, very important. If you're fighting a Widow at long range, being able to make those micro adjustments and not have to snap and flick and hope that your aim assist stops you is really, really good. But if you're not on a brand new controller and it's a controller you've had for more of a long time, you've had it for a year or so, set this to 0.04. You'll get the same effect, but you'll have way less stick drift. 0.01 is just what I'm at because I'm on a new controller. I had to set it a little lower. But you want to have a tiny, 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 tiny amount of stick drift. Because another thing, and this is another general tip for everybody, not just Ana, you don't get aim assist in Overwatch unless you are making an input on one of your sticks. So, if I'm making 0 input on my sticks, if I try to center them and don't get any input, if I can do that, you can see my aim is not getting pulled at all. I'm not getting any aim assist. But if I lay my finger on the stick at all, I'm not even aiming really, but now I get aim assist. See that? This is why you want your dead zones low, because you want aim assist to kick in as much as possible. This is going to give you a huge advantage when you're fighting people and you're standing still, because this also applies to the movement stick. If you are touching your left stick, you also get aim assist, which is why you want your left stick dead zone to be low as well. So if you're strafing and you're fighting something that's standing still, you'll still get aim assist here. Hey, I know the ending was a bit abrupt there, but I had a little more plans for this video, but due to a lot of the performance issues on PS5, I've struggled to get a good gameplay recently to make for the video. But, you know, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, sub to the channel. I'm doing a lot of variety stuff on top of Overwatch right now because Overwatch has just been kind of unplayable. But I know you guys enjoy the Overwatch videos, so thanks for stopping by and peace.